Ahoy, mateys! My name's David. I'm a games environment artist. Today, we're going to be having a little sail in the Sea of Thieves. And if you don't know what that is, that's an online pirate game made by Rare, owned by Microsoft. But here we are in the tavern where you start the game, having a little juggle with some pumpkins just while we're waiting around. But yep, I think we'll let's get on. Let's get on. So if you've never played this game before, it's basically a pirate simulator with its very own nice art style, kind of a bit cartoony, but it looks great. I think I really like the art style. And for me, it's a great place to just chill out. It's a very relaxing game. So here we are on I can't remember what the island's called, but we'll find out soon on our map. We'll have a look. There's the old good ship Scallywag, my boat, a sloop. So it's a boat that you can quite easily sail with one single player, but it's kind of built for two players, really. My son and I often have a sail about. But yeah, it's a brilliant game just to sail about and dig up treasure on desert islands. I mean, yeah, I love it. It's such a great game. And I've played this game since launch, really, however many years ago that was. And I'm not a high level player or anything, but you know, I've continually enjoyed dipping in and out and enjoying the updates that they've put in over the years. And it's great. I mean, I'm playing in the open world. There we go. The Scallywag, legendary voyager. So yeah, I'm playing in the shared world. And they did rather helpfully bring in an update where you're not playing with any other people. So you've got the world to yourself. And thus don't get hassled by anybody stealing your treasure and stuff. And sometimes that's kind of nice because you know, it's a mixed bag. Some people are an absolute pain, and some people are lovely. And, you know, you're likely to encounter both types. And personally, myself, I've no time for people that are just being annoying. It's just, it's not what I come here for. But today, I am playing in the shared world. So we'll see, won't we? We'll see how we get on. And yeah, so nice little island. Look at that. So I'm going to pick up some nice, easy little quests for just digging up a bit of treasure, really. So let's go for, yeah, let's get that one. Mermaid's Hideaway Stash. This will be some buried treasure that other players have buried. And I can go find them and dig them up, which I love doing this. This is one of my favourite things to do in the game. So I'll just pick up a good few of them. There we go. Some I might not find. Some are quite tricky. Some players cunningly hide them under the bushes and in the undergrowth, which are pretty tricky. So that's my lot. That's all it'll let me take. Quest received. Anything useful in a barrel? Yeah. Pick up fireballs and a firework. Should we celebrate our inaugural voyage by having a swim? Honest, I meant to do that. Yeah, really did. So it's something I often do. The simple act of getting on a boat eludes me sometimes, and I have a little dip. But let's load this up there. Come on. Load Fallen Warrior firework. Ooh. How exciting. So I'm kind of assuming maybe some people have never played it. So, you know, I'll kind of explain things as I go. I know a lot of you may well have played it, so, you know, forgive me stating the obvious to you. But let's go. Come on. Firework. Let's take a step back so we can appreciate the firework. Although best seen at night, of course. Ah, very pretty. Yeah, there's many better fireworks than that, I have to say. But let's just load a cannonball. Let's preload. Okay, preload. So we are fully armed. So yeah, this is the boat. Give you a little tour. Ghosts of the Sea. Can't remember what that is. I think that might be our clan. Yeah, but that's our name, the Scallywag. The Scallywag. So this is a ship that the term they use is it's a captained ship. So essentially, I bought my own ship, and it retains damage and decorations between play sessions. You don't need to buy them. Uh, it just means that if you don't have your own captained ship, that every time you start a new session, it'll be a kind of pristine boat. It won't have decorations and colours like I've got these rather nice blue colour, and I'll have like a figurehead on there. What have we got? A shark, yes, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of nice to have a captainship, and if you play for a while, you get enough gold that it's not an issue. So here's the kind of captain's table logbook. We've got the map, and we're in the shores of plenty, as we see. And down here, we've got a bit of a galley. Oh, a little rat there, our little rat passenger. We've got a bed. We've got some grog. Arr, yes. And we've got some, we've got a cooker, haven't we? And some food in there. And, oh, mustn't forget, very important, Starcat wants to. Oh no, my other character's got Starcat. I have got Crimson Macaw, which is fine. I've got a blue Starcat on the character I usually play with on my other computer, and this is my son's account, really, which was my account initially, and he commandeered my account. Yeah, but still, not to worry. Yeah, so he's decorated out with some, some stuff. A few repairs on the hull from past misdemeanors. Mainly my parking has caused those. So yeah, I mean, I'll kind of explain it all as we go. As I say, catering for the new player. We'll give you a whole tour. So we got some harpoons and all sorts of stuff. We can go up. Let's go up there. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look up on the crow's nest. And just being here, I find very relaxing. The seagulls and, oh, bing, bing. Right, there we go. And just look at that lovely, beautiful water swaying around. Oh, ahoy, ahoy. So we got another player. Ahoy. Who are you? Now, if that was a captain's ship, it would bring up the name of that boat. But it looks possibly a single player, just doing their own stuff, chilling out. And maybe coming back from digging up a bit of treasure, come to sell their gains, ill-gotten or otherwise. I know, but yeah, I'm not really good. Now, it'll be interesting to see, will they be an absolute pain and hassle me and sort of try and sink my boat? Or will they be just a nice person? I mean, they don't seem interested. They're just going on, carrying onwards about their business, which is what I like to see. Just maybe a little wave and an ahoy, and off you go. So yeah, they're heading off there. Okay, well, good, lovely. It's kind of nice to see other players in the world. I kind of like it. A fact that's offset when they act like annoying people, which I've got no time for that. But yeah, that is great. It's nice to see. It gives the world a bit of a lived-in feel, and yeah, so, right. Should we just jump down here? Feel the need for a little bit of a swim in this beautiful water. Hopefully there's no sharks around here. They don't usually come in too close to islands, generally, sharks. But still enough to drive fear into my heart. But still. Whee! Alright, nice little swim there. Lovely. Ah. Right, freshened up. Bit of hull damage there, as you see. Yes. So, moving on. Right, so I have picked up some of those quests. So let's have a look at quests. So just having a look at these islands here, right? And then we'll look on our map and see what we can find. I mean, this one, the smaller islands are much easier to do. So as you see, the red crosses there are where treasure be buried, hearties. So we'll go and have a look. And let's see where we are. We're in the shores of plenty. So this is the world map, relatively large size, for a few different biomes. I like these more chilled out areas like the Shores of Plenty, and so the one, the Wilds is all right, yeah. As we kind of get over to the right hand side, the east side of the map, you get a bit volcanic, and it all gets a bit troublesome with volcanoes erupting. Um, the sea gets hot even like when you're close into volcanoes and stuff, and it all gets a bit yeah, troublesome. But over here on the west, it's the chilled west. Nice. So did I see Lonely Isle on that map? No, maybe not. No. So you may or may not remember the Wind Waker, the Zelda game from yesteryear, and this game is just oozing Wind Waker vibes. You know, it's very much like a sort of modern Wind Waker. And I love it for that. You know, you hop between islands and have adventures and just have a great time. And, you know, I loved Wind Waker for that, and I love this game for that as well. So, you know, Rare done a great job on this game. I think they are to be applauded. Wanderer's Refuge, that looks like the one I just found, doesn't it? So Wanderer's Refuge, let's just take a note of any others. I think Cannon Cove was one as well. Let's just double check our map. Cannon Cove? Didn't move the map, didn't I? No, it's hang on. Wanderer's Refuge. Let's just move it out a little bit. Oh, look, that is a troublesome pirate ship. Let's avoid that one. So, yeah, that's the one. Right, let's check another one. Do we see any others? Was that the one there? Was that it there? Cannon Cove? I don't think it was it? It was not. But it doesn't matter because I'm happy. Let's move that, putting some markers on the map there. I'm quite happy with Wanderer's Refuge, due south of us. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. It'll be a nice little easy voyage for us. So, notice the water, right? It's quite calm here, isn't it? But as we get going, I'll point that out to you. So, raise anchor. Raise anchor. And the more players you've got involved in this sort of stuff, so the other person can raise the anchor too, and it goes much faster. And of course, if you're using some of the bigger boats, like a sloop for sort of 2/3 players, it's a heavier anchor, so the more players that are involved in it, the quicker. And then if you're on a galleon, that's really heavy. I mean, my son and I have tried the galleon with two of us, and it's almost impossible to do anything with it. It's very big, heavy, cumbersome. You need an organized crew with the galleon. A team of 4 preferably, and you know, each person's doing their own job and on the ball. It's chaos otherwise. You get nowhere. So, you know, the sloop is brilliant because Rare have really catered for a single player. I can quite happily pilot this sloop around. You've got to manage the steering, you've got to manage the sails and stuff like that, but it's a pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure. So I'm coming around the isle here, and we're going to head south to Wanderer's Refuge, wasn't it? I think it called it. Let's head between those two pointy rocks. So you might notice on the steering here, we've got a kind of different marker for that's straight ahead. And there's a rumble and a sound that tells you when you're pointing straight ahead. So let's go. And sails, that's the sails, this one. And you just move that all the way down, full sail. And this here's the angle of the sail. So you might see those wispy things coming through the air, a la Wind Waker as well. So we're kind of slightly unfortunate in the wind is, we're going into a headwind here. So not much you can do really other than just try and tack into the wind in a sort of zigzaggy way. So what I'll do is angle it a bit. I mean, I know nothing about boating, but maybe you do, you know. I think they call it tacking, don't they, where they zigzag if you've got a headwind. So if I just angle it a bit, you can see the sail will billow out a little bit as it catches the wind a bit there. Yeah, there we go. Look at that lovely sunset. How nice. And check out the water, right? This game is, I don't know how many years old it is. Maybe 5, something like that. And I think still the best water in pretty much any game of this size. I mean, RDR2's water. I'm biased, of course. But, it's great. But such large-scale water like this is pretty rare, and they've done a really good job. It looks absolutely lovely. And maybe we'll see a storm and head into a storm in a bit as well. So yeah, I should mention a bit about myself, shouldn't I? My name's David. I've worked in the games industry about 17 years. Started off at Traveller's Tales. I went to Bizarre Creations, and then I spent 12 years at Rockstar Games as an environment artist. So I was lucky enough to work on GTA 5, RDR2, and GTA 6 before I left in 2023. So I play these games for the environments, that being my history. I love game environments, particularly AAA game environments. I'm all about the art. I love the craft that it's possible to put in games these days. It's just, I find it fascinating, and I love just spending time in these spaces because it's so relaxing, and I have a good appreciation of what goes into making these worlds as well. So it's endlessly fascinating to me, and a great source of relaxation as well, I must say. So yeah, I'm tacking into the wind again here. We can see a bit of a settlement up there, can't we? Now I think I can afford a little bit of time away from the steering wheel, or the helm, I should say. And let's pop up to the crow's nest and check out that spot there. Oh, not a plank. I wanted my spyglass. Spyglass? Spyglass, thank you. There we go. Yeah, also that's another outpost. It's kind of like a sort of man-made outpost built out of the sea, really. On it, give you a name there, Port Merrick. So there's shops and all sorts of stuff on there. You can sell all your wares and things that you've picked up. And we came from, that island way over in the distance there. That's where we came from. Cool. Oh, and a storm over there as well. Check that lightning there. Yeah, I think it'd be quite nice to head into a storm. The storms are really exciting. And it's a unique experience, I find. There's no other game that portrays that sort of thing. Being at sea, big storms, big waves and stuff, I mean, Assassin's Creed Black Flag did a pretty good job of the whole pirate thing. I enjoyed that game a lot. But it doesn't beat this for sheer atmosphere of being at sea and a bit of pirate stuff. It's great. So, pretty slow going, really, going into that headwind. Let's just check the map. Now, the sloop, again, really nicely designed. You can pop your head over here, this rail, and you can kind of get a sense of where you're going. So, as you see there, we need to sort of head a bit to port left. Okay, so it looks like... I don't think that's our island. You tend to get these big pinnacles sticking up out of the water. But that does not look like the island to me. I think it might be beyond that somewhat. Or perhaps just in the distance there. Yeah, that could be it. So let's just straighten up. And let's see if we can just speed up. Now, see, the wind's still kind of being slightly unkind to us, isn't it? But not to worry. Maybe we need our lantern. Let's get our lantern out. Light the way. Looks like it could be that island there. Yep. Double check the map. How are we doing? Wanderer's Refuge. Cool. Yeah, now looks like a nice spot to land on, this beachy bit here. So we're rapidly approaching. So I must get back to the helm. Don't want to crash us, do I? Although maybe I should sustain a bit of damage so I can show you the repairing as well, though. Maybe I'll do that. Should we... let's just... I'll purposefully crash us. And oh, someone's firing cannons at us, eh? Oh, 2 cannons. Oh. Okay. Troublesome. Troublesome. Not to worry. I'll deal with those. Oh, looks like we don't have to sustain any damage on purpose, I guess, because probably got a bit of damage there. Right, okay, slow down a bit. Raising the sail. Let's raise the sail a wee bit. And I'll try and kind of just park us up a bit that's out of the way of those cannons too much. Probably alright. Lower anchor! Anchors away! There we go. Raise up the sails. I keep wanting to say raise shields. Not what we want to do. So let's just check down here. We did get hit by a cannonball, so we might have sprung a leak. Hello, rat. No, we've not actually sprung a leak, have we? If you sustain damage, you'll see an actual leak on the hull, and then you would want to get some planks out and repair, and then also get your bucket, scoop a bit of water out. Let me get a bit of water. So simulate. Did I pick some up there? Come on. There we go. And then you'd be running up here, bailing water out, throwing it over there like that. Oh, good. So, doesn't look like anyone is shooting at us actively here. Looks like we got a nice little rowboat over there on the shore. Have a look. I shall point that out to you. Rowboats can be attached to the back of your boat. Actually, let's get the terminology right here, isn't it? There's a kind of lingo for it, isn't there? I think a ship is classed as a ship if it can have a boat on it, such as a lifeboat or a little boat that you can go to and from shore with, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. But so yeah, there it is. Oh, look, it's drifting slowly towards us. Ooh. But let's get it. Let's get it. I'll use my special maneuver to zoom along. There we go. Hello. Let's come aboard and use the oars. And I'll just attach it to the back of our boat. Why not? You know, we've already got one. Okay, as you see, yeah, already got one. So if you've got a captain's ship, it does remember the sort of stuff that you put on your boat. So I can drop that off, and it's pretty handy if you've got a lot of chests and stuff. You'll kind of load up your little mini boat and then take all your treasure aboard your ship. Ooh. Oh, hello. Ghosts. Yeah, you can kind of, carry a lot more treasure aboard your boat. It's just a bit quicker. So, okay, we're getting hassled by some troublesome ghosts here. These are not other players. These are just NPCs. So, eat a bit of coconut, recharge the old health. And, well, we've got a sniper rifle here, so see you later. Did I miss? Did I miss? Whoa. Got ya. Now, probably can't get an angle on the cannon, which, can I? Oh, yeah. Got him. But I cannot get, oh no, I didn't get him, did I? He's just below my line of fire. But sometimes if you catch the bob of the boat just right, you can get the angle. Yeah, got him. But I can't turn the cannon anymore to the right. I'd have to kind of move the ship. I'd have to turn the ship a wee bit. But it's fine. I can take him out with my sniper rifle. Goodbye. Okay, cool. Load up back on ammo. And we can use the harpoon, which is a new addition, actually, which is quite cool. Let's just, yeah, see if I can get it sort of up there a bit. Don't want to go too steep, but that might be too steep. Yeah, it is. It's too steep. You can use these as a sort of trapeze wire, which is kind of quite nice. I'll just put it there, and I'll use it as a little example. We could do a little bit of balancing, and it can be a nice way to get ashore if I'd have parked a bit better than that. So, look at that snake. Let's take you out. See you later. So I could collect a bit of snake meat, cook that in the galley. Maybe I'll cook that later on. So, lovely island here. And there's treasure here. There be treasure. And here it is. So, I believe we are on the south. Ooh, hang on. No. I think we're on the northwest beach, I believe. Yeah, so if we just head down to a little inlet, um, I think that should do us. Yeah, so we want to head sort of southwest. And luckily, I have a compass. So, southwest, down the beach, find an inlet, and that'll be where. Ooh, chicken leg. Let's pick it up. Don't eat that raw, it'll make you sick. Should I eat it raw? I may just eat it raw. Come on, chicken. Oh, I put it in a box by accident. This is. Oh, it's a storage crate. Fair enough. Lovely. I even get a few points for that, didn't I? Treasure discovery. Now, I may well be able to bury this. Yeah, I can bury this. And this will put a treasure map in my inventory, which I can then go and put on the quest board. And then if another player picks up this particular quest, I'll get a few renown points. And renown points can be spent on things like pets and things like that. It's quite difficult to get enough renown points to do much with. But, you know, if you're patient, you can accumulate them and then you can buy a pet. But usually it's kind of obtained through real world currency that you would buy. I think it's ancient coins is the currency. Let's pick up some random stuff. That's like I forget what they're called now. But you can put them in your cannon and they're designed to shred sails and stuff of other players. Anything in the... Oh, it's an ammo chest. Cool. Good to have. Right, so this is that inlet. So let's just bring our map out again. And, oh, look, looks like it's probably... Oh, a skeleton. It looks like it's probably in this tunnel somewhere. So, all right, we've got a good few of you lot. See you later. Bit of a reload time. See you later. And last one. Oh, that was a big hit, wasn't it? Goodbye, Skell. So, I think we need a bit of food. So let's just crack out the old coconuts, the healing coconuts. Tasty, tasty. So what we want to look at is where this treasure is. We want to look at the ground, and there will be a kind of little disturbed looking patch that will signify there is some buried treasure. And indeed, if you noticed where I buried that chest, there was one there as well. So, oh, you can cook a bit of stuff on the fire if you wish to. And okay, I mean, it's potentially possible that it could be above us on the arch, but usually it'll be in the sand around here somewhere. Nice little glowy thing there. All right, is it that? I don't think it's that. It's usually buried treasure, but we'll take that anyway. Excellent. But yeah, let's just double check the old map again. And yeah, it looks like it's kind of near the western entrance, doesn't it? But if you look on the map, it could be on top of us and some ground above us. So it's kind of like quite a nicely sneaky place for the person to put it there. So it's not too easy for us to guess where it is. A lot of them, if it's just on the beach, it's really easy to find. So yeah, I'm suspecting this sneaky devil has put it above us. So we will just plop this on the beach, and I can pick that up later. Ammo chest. Let's load up the ammo that we used on those skells. Lovely looking chest, isn't it? Very nice. Oh, snake. Ugh. They bite you and just, you know, cause you a bit of poison damage. So I'll pop it there, and we'll be able to harpoon that up when we're on our way out, back to the outpost. Hello, chicken. So, where's my Crimson Macaw anyway? Where's Crimson Macaw? Crimsy, where are you, lad? He should be fluttering around somewhere. Unless he stayed on the boat. Don't know. Right. Let's go. So we want to be on top of the arch. Look at that lovely vivid colours. Isn't it nice? You know, the visual design is really good. That grass is blending beautifully with the terrain. Very low res textures. But it just all plays to that lovely art style. You know, it's a very efficient art style. It's not, you don't really need mega textures or anything like that. It's got a lovely specularity just on those little, you know, little scintillating bits on the sand. But beautifully colourful and cheery. Uh, yeah, it's a really nice art style. So let's get up here, and I need to kind of just be aware of where that archway is, which is not here. It's at that inlet, isn't it? So up we go. So yeah, it could be in any of these sandy bits around here, but I need to orient myself to that inlet, which is here. Right, so it's going to be around here somewhere. Cunning devil, put it somewhere up here. No? Anywhere around here? Anywhere? I mean, you can just dig anywhere. Chances are there'll be nothing, but you could dig up some worms that you can use for fishing, which is always cool. So, I'm having trouble. It's quite a sneaky place to have put it, isn't it? Maybe I won't be finding this one. A bit over here. Ooh. You find a lot of players will put the treasures in places like this here if they can get away with it. And it basically obscures the texture of where you've buried it. You know, it's similar to that, but different. When it's on the sand, very easy to spot. Oh, there's Crimson McCall. Hello. How you doing, laddie? Very good. You can come along. See if you can help me find this treasure that someone's buried. Not having much luck, I'm afraid. Maybe maybe I'll just give up on that one. And oh, sorry, away you go. I want to look on the map again. Why can't I select the map? There we go. I can. Right, so there's another one to the south of it, isn't it? But again, these are quite tricky to find unless you've got a clear area of sand, you know, and that's a good thing, I think, because it's a treasure hunt, isn't it? It's not too easy. Just heard some skeletons arrive. Skeletons, where are you? Ooh, they got guns as well. Right, you there. Goodbye. Oh, who did that? You. Whoa. Right. Another one. Oh, they're out in force. Okay. Got you. So it's pretty useful if you do a charged up attack. So let's just have a look around here. I think it may have been around here somewhere. Again, might be a bust in terms of treasure. I know we've buried some treasure, so you know all is not lost. We can post that the quest board, and we found a chest, didn't we, as well? So you know it's all good. I'm wondering whether it's along here somewhere. Yeah, tricky, whoever put that one up there. But just look at that view. You know, it's lovely islands on the horizon. You can see all those. See these pinnacly rocks there? That's I think that's Reaper's Hideout. That particular island. These spikier ones tend not to be landable on, but these low-lying ones with the trees, yep, totally go and visit that and explore. Little trees there, and another ship there. That's a sloop. So that's the mid-range boat, I think. Oh, some interesting alphas going on there with that island in the background. But yeah, that looks like a sloop. So that's kind of like a 2/3 player boat. They're going up on their business, whatever that is. And look in the distance there. Looks like a galleon just behind that pointy rock. Ah. And more islands. More islands over there. Disappearing off into the haze. That potentially looks like an outpost. Yeah, cool. And another island there that you can sort of, yeah, there's the beach there. It's great. It's great. I love it. I love the freedom on offer, you know. So yeah, let's call that a bit of a bust as far as digging up any treasure is concerned, sadly. But we'll head back and maybe plot a course to an outpost. And then we'll see. Oof, that was a harsh landing. Eat a banana. A banana of health. It's raw snake meat, less so. Maybe I'll cook it on the galley, though. There's our lovely boat. And a mango. Oh, I'm going to eat a mango, definitely. Let's eat a mango. I can pick up that wooden plank as well if we want to do any repairs and stuff. But yeah, let's head back. Let's head back. Lovely. And we can... oh, snakes. That snake's still there. Beast. Okay. I better brought my grapple gun out. I could have just grappled onto the boat from here, which is always cool. That's a new addition to grapple gun. Basically, like that harpoon thing there, you can grapple enemies to yourself, I believe. Or you can grapple up to, you know, higher spots. Quite a useful sort of thing. I think I'm going to actually change my weapon because you can use only 2 at any one time. And I've got my sword and I've got the sniper rifle there. Or what do they call it again? I can't remember. Eye of Reach. Yeah. So let's just filter through. I fancy the old blunderbuss. Yeah, let's swap it for that one. And then we've got handguns, throwing knives, grapple gun, and blowpipes. Which the throwing knives, grapple gun, blowpipes, and handgun are relatively new additions, actually. Really nice to see them make an appearance. There we go. We got that. Let's check on the map. So we're at Wanderer's Refuge. That dotted line is where we came from. And I think we could probably go to Port Merrick. Should we go to Port Merrick? Sell our wares there, or our our one chest that we picked up. Actually, we've not picked it up yet, have we? There it is over there. So, anchor's up. Weigh anchor, I think is the term, isn't it? Yeah. Lovely. We'll spin it around. And we do want to be heading to the northwest eventually, but over yonder, I think that's it over there, Port Merrick, yep. Merrick's a character that we encounter sort of some quests with throughout the game. So, we'll just straighten up there, and I want to just get slightly within reach of that chest. Make sure we don't crash anywhere too badly. Anyway, and I'll see if I can't harpoon that up. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. Yes! There we go. And there it is. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just take a little bit of damage to have something to repair, frankly. Okay. Swing it in there. A little bit of a scrape. There we go. Probably not too much damage, actually, but, you know, we'll be fine. Oh, yes, there we go. There's the damage. So we'll be taking a bit of water at this point. So let's just straighten us up. Okay. Look at that sunset. Oh, nice. But, yes, let's repair the boat. So where's the leak? Where's the leak? Can't see the leak anywhere. No? No leak? Oh! Oof! Oof! What was that? There we go. There's a leak. Oh, that must have been those cannons maybe shooting at us again. Nasty. Nasty business. But we got a bit of a leak on board anyway, so let's just mop that up, as it were. Throw that overboard. And bid farewell to Wanderer's Refuge. Oh, look at that. Is that going to get us? Oh, I just missed us. Right. Cool. Let's speed off. And let's angle our sails. So again, we're going almost into the wind again. So the wind has shifted direction from when we were coming down here. So that's about the best we're going to get. Well, look at that lovely sunset glow bathing the whole scene. Very nice. Right. Cool. So we'll go to Port Merrick on this rather meandering journey. But just check out the action of the boat, the light glowing through the water and the waves. The light just catching the moon reflecting off it, and that beautiful color. There's the range of colors in the water alone is it's really nice. Oh, some floating barrels there. It's probably just full of food and stuff, nothing major. But yeah, the way the boat sort of goes into the wave troughs and up is it's a real pleasure to just sail around. So yeah, we'll come into Port Merrick and then probably end it up by going into that storm, which should be immense fun. So right over here. Yeah, there we go. Try not to crash us too badly at Port Merrick. I'm going to slow us down a bit. So it's quite cumbersome to get those sails up, as they come down very quickly. But you got to roll them up. So there we go. Let's turn us side on, and then I'll drop the anchor once we're yeah, straightening us up. Oh, it's looking all right. That not too bad of a maneuver. I'll just let us drift closer to this little bit here. Not a bad job. Not a bad job at all. So, anchors away. Where did I put my chest now? Let's get a bit of a light going on here. Yeah, so we can see. Pick up Captain's chest. Lovely. Do you think I can jump over that? Don't even need to. I mean, you can just sort of fire this there. You can pull a boat in a little bit with the left trigger. There we go. And that kind of secures your boat just a little bit more. Alright, there we go. And balance on the rope. And here we go. Parked up. So let's just find the shops. Every time I come to Port Merrick, I find that I've parked on the opposite side of the island to where the shops are. It's inevitable. So we'll just make our way through. I think it's over here somewhere. It's quite a nice little island actually, with a number of things here. Oh, here we go. Not too bad. So hello. Talk to Emily. It's a shop where you can, I think, yeah, you can buy all the cosmetics here for real world or renown and stuff like that. You've got like weapons, equipment shop, buy all sorts of different gear. And I am looking for the treasure gold hoarders, where we can sell our stuff. So there we go. There's one where we can sell pirate skulls and stuff. And round here up these steps is the gold hoarders shop, so I can offload my gear. There we go. In we go. Hello. I would like to sell the captain's chest, please, for your doubloons. What's he going to give us? 633? Yeah, not too bad, I suppose. All right. I mean, it's not great. Some of them you get thousands. It depends what it is, really. Oh, reputation increased. Okay. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and again, commendation unlocked. So lots of little, rewards and stuff. Things like that. Level 44. Yeah, all right. Very nice. So, let's just run along here. Up here, and we'll go back to the boat, and we're going to find Storm. There's the scallywag. Ahoy, scallywags. Right. Let's just disengage harpoon and raise anchor. That was a quick little selling trip. Sometimes after a particularly successful voyage, you can be loaded down with quite a number of chests and stuff. And it's all very exciting, because often you're trying to sell your stuff at the port before anyone else can come and basically nick it. Because that is a thing. If you're playing in the open world with the shared world, people can basically just come up and just pick it up, you know, and unless you can kill them before they manage to sell it, they can do that. But very often, you know, they'll actually just help you out and pick up the chests and just offload it and put it near the shop for you. So, you know, I've had plenty of people do that too, which is, yeah, it's cool. And actually, one of my favorite things to do in this game is just get your instrument out and have a little play. And if you've got more players, they get out their instruments, of which there are different ones like drums and accordions, things like that, then, you know, they accompany the song that you're playing. This is the Sea of Thieves theme tune, actually, so all good. Oh, there's a storm. Storm ahoy! Storm ahoy! Let's go. No time for music. We got a storm to go and have a look at. Oh, right. Lovely. And a bit of daylight as well, because when it's dark and you go into a storm, it's pretty full on. You know, you got lightning going. The lightning might be striking the ship, might be starting fires. You'll be taking water on. The wind will be moving the rudder around, so it's hard to control. And all the while, you're sort of going up and down into these huge waves. So it's all very exciting, great. But in the daytime, you know, I guess we can just see a bit more of what's going on. So, right, sails are all the way down. We've got a crosswind going on, but not too bad. So see that watch the sail. As I move it into the wind, it'll billow out. Whoosh! And you get a nice satisfying sound as well as it catches the wind. So we're going at best speed now, really, for this direction. And heading into the storm, into the eye of the storm. So let's have a look what's on the horizon. Looks like an island there, yep. Some little trees there, a few treacherous rocks. And a lovely sunset coming up. So let's do that. I have to just be aware of hitting those rocks. Maybe I'll risk a little crow's eye. Crow's eye? Crow's nest. A crow's nest viewpointing. Let's have a look. Oh, the clouds are gathering. Storm ahead! Storm ahead! Yay! There it is. Yeah, it's all around there. So I think we're okay, aren't we? We're not in too much danger of hitting that rock. No, we're okay. I reckon I can stay here for a little bit and enjoy the view. It's a great place to scope out the ocean, see if you can spot any shipwrecks that might be here. Every now and again you'll see a shipwreck, maybe partially submerged. There'll be seagulls whizzing around over it to tell you about it. And then you can go diving for treasure and stuff, and some sharks will probably turn up. Right, okay, cool. There's the storm. Oh, and there we go. You see those birds there? So there's going to be a shipwreck down there. It looks like fully submerged as well. Down in there. And some other treasure just bobbing around. So cool. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's get back down. Make sure we can navigate around. And yeah, I mean, it's been quite a long little expedition, isn't it, for us? Really longer than my usual ones. But this is what I find about Sea of Thieves. I have to spend far longer than I intended just sailing around. I mean, just look at the water. You know, I mean, it's worth sailing around just to look at that. And you notice that it's actually getting bigger the closer we get to the storm. Yeah, the thunder's coming along. The rain's starting to hit us now. Ooh, yeah, look at that. It's great. You know, you can often skirt around storms, and you know, the closer in you get, you know, the weather gets progressively worse, and it's really atmospheric. I think it's great. There we go. I mean, check it out now. Look at all that. Look at the height of the waves getting up now. Yeah. So we'll see how I go on. You know, already it's difficult to steer, and these waves are getting really quite large, aren't they? Yeah, look at that. If I just change the sail angle. There we go. Full in there. Whoa, we're creaking like crazy, aren't we? I'm actually going to raise up that sail though, because then we can see just a little bit more of where we're going. Let's have like a 3/4 sail. So, wow, this looks like 2 storm. Hang on, is it like 1 storm there, 1 there, 1 over there? That's pretty full on. Look at the light filtering down through that. This is quite cool. We're kind of between several storms, which is not something I've experienced much actually. How cool. Yeah, so all the audio is like, the ship is creaking like crazy. And look, the compass is going mad as well. So it does kind of just make navigating quite tricky. And if one of those lightning strikes the ship, it might start a fire as well, despite the rain. But check that wave out there. That's higher than where I am now on board here. And we're all in this lovely trough here. I mean, that is really exciting. And it's yeah, it's great. Their water tech is brilliant. It's so impressive. You know, it's amazing how little progress the games industry has made on water of recent years. You know, like take for instance, like Red Dead 2. No one's got better rivers than that. You know, I know I'm biased, yeah, but having worked on it, but it's true. No one has bettered that. You know, and it's like 8 years old. And as far as like large bodies of water, no one has bettered Sea of Thieves with that either. You know, I think it's just because it's not on the radar of most games companies to really put a lot of effort into their water. But it's fantastic when you can experience it, you know. Oh, let's just heave to. I'm kind of it's messing with my head, all these different storms. I don't know which one to go to. I want to kind of go through all of them. But when you get closer into an island, the storm will lessen because you would get a lot of tech issues with the water swamping a small island like that. You know, I think wisely Rare have opted to like, yeah, we're not going to deal with what do you do with massive waves and very, very low-lying islands. You know, it's just it's an argument or a tech challenge that I don't think needs to be fought, at least in this game. So it all calms down a bit, even though the rain will still persist. But as soon as you get away from the island, as you see here, we're back in business. With full flow of the waves. Look at us down that trough. I just saw a little rat running across the boat over there. It looked like he was abandoning ship. Like, no, where's he taking us? Oh, what's happened? Look, I got knocked over there. Oh, we've taken some damage. Right. See, look. Your ship has sunk. We've taken so much damage that the ship has sunk. So, oh, there we go. Well, luckily I've got, you know, a little bit of a robot. Oh, God, it's sucking me down. This is my worst nightmare, getting sucked down into the ocean like this. I tell you, I've had nightmares of that, literally. So where's that boat? Let's get on board the boat. The good ship Scallywag sank beneath the waves. Oh, was that a shark? Oh, no, it's not a shark. That is Merperson, which will respawn us on our boat. But, I think that's probably a pretty good place to stop it, isn't it? Here we are, like adrift at sea on our rowboat in a storm. Check out these waves, man. Look at that. And we could row to that island if we wanted to, actually. You know, I've got a rowboat. I've got oars. I could start the long voyage over there. But this is, like, rather exciting, isn't it? You know? I mean, I kind of don't want to finish the video, really, because we're in such a cool spot to, you know, have a little sail around. And, you know, I'll use the oars and let's just have a little bob about. But, you know, you're really in amongst the water here, aren't you? Like, wow. And, you know, look at the tessellation on that water. It's blooming good, isn't it? Look at the detail. All these peaks and troughs. You know, they've got some really good algorithms for tessellation here, haven't they? You know. Look at the peaks of the waves. You know, it never quite gets to an overhang, but it peaks up and sort of splashes at the tips as it moves along, and you get these little white tips reaching over almost. You know, I suppose the next evolution of this would be to have like overhanging big waves that then crash down upon your boat and stuff. But I mean, honestly, it doesn't really need it. You know, this is whoa, straight through that one. You know, it's just, whoa, that's getting straight down there. It's great. It feels a lot of fun. Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, I could make my way, ooh dear, straight to the next island over there. Oh, there we go. You know, like there's that little island there. Maybe we should just make our way over there. You know, I keep finding excuses to just keep going on because I don't really want to finish the video because it's such fun. Ugh. Every time it goes below the water there, it sort of triggers a bit of a nightmare on me, you know. I have yeah, thalassophobia is very much a thing of mine. Fear of deep water is one of those irrational fears, you know. Yeah, definitely. So, look, I've made quite a good pace actually onto this little low-lying island, and there's a little shiny over there as well. Ah, I feel like a castaway adrift on the ocean, landed. There's Crimson McCoy. Crimson McCoy. Yeah. Crimson McCaw. Right, you. There's a pirate captain greeting me. This is his island, isn't it? He's like, what are you doing here, my hearty? This is my island. So the pirate captain's much tougher than other skeletons. He's eating a banana there as well, isn't he? So this could be my doom. Oh no, actually I got him. And he'll drop a skull, a skeleton, orders, and a wrathful king's bounty skull. Relatively valuable those actually. That'll fetch a few thousand, I reckon. But nah, we're adrift. We are stranded for the next several years on this island with our little pig friends and Crimson Macaw. And I will sit here and I will await rescue until another video comes along, I suppose. So, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this rather long and rambly ocean adventure. And I'll catch you later. So take it easy. Goodbye.